for really stepping up, coming back this week. We missed him. We missed you so much, and really just your proposal to like kind of be Scrum for the Giveth Galaxy and work with Christopher and the other project managers to make sure the developers are being distributed and seeing that there's already action on that direction. I can't tell you enough, Monique, how grateful I am for that. So major praise. I also want to praise Jake for really hunting me down and getting me into all these great calls with investors and grants organizations and other business opportunities. So much praise to you, Jake, for making everything happen. And I also want to give praise to Franco for stewarding the Giveth house with such love and care. You know, he's like, oh, Lansky's coming tomorrow, so I better go make the bed, you know, and it's just so great to see the Giveth house is in such good hands. I'll pass it over to Lauren.
Thanks, Griff. I want to praise Monique for providing such great feedback on all kinds of design things and joining our comms call and the Give Economy call, talking about the project single page, Cello address adding, and just like having oversight of all kinds of products we're releasing and just making sure everything is done to high standard. I also want to praise Mitch for coordinating and making happen the GiveFi user survey. It's really nice that we're involving users at an early stage before we're just kind of like sending things out and saying, hey, did you like it? And I want to praise Mohammed for going back and forth with me on like this Twitter API thing and trying to get me set up again on Tweet Hunter. And I will pass it to Almond.
Almond? Okay.
Hey, cool. I want to praise Kotave, Franco, Nicola, and Ashley for joining the scene call to kick off the Giveth Ambassador program. I want to praise Ashley for giving me feedback and guiding me also to create and to design this program. And I want to praise Mitch for helping me creating a tool that we could use again for this same program. And I'll pass it to Mitch.
Nice. I want to praise Tassin, Alireza, Suga, Cherek for coming together and hanging out and really pushing forward the PFP integration. I would like to praise Lauren and Ashley for providing some really great feedback on the sub-DAOification process. I would like to praise also Ashley again for bringing up our ETH Barcelona sponsorship and making sure we get a booth for Giveth in time. And that's my 3. I will give it on to Corey.
Hey, thanks. I want to praise Ashley and Nicola for launching such a beautiful new campaign on our homepage. It's so nice to see that change. I want to praise you, Mitch, for creating this great user survey and getting us to engage on Twitter with our users. I love this type of content. We got to do more of this. And I want to praise Almond for doing such a great job organizing this week's Twitter space and always providing such great backend support during the space. And praise to you, Griff, for jumping in with some awesome questions. That was really cool and actually very helpful for us. I will write the rest on the channel and I'll pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Corey. GM, everyone. I want to give praise to Mitch for leading this sub-DAOification process. I also want to give praise to Mo for the amazing project work he's doing on the design of the new one-page for projects. And I want to give praise to Monique, Mo, and Claire for the meeting we had today on the maps graph. And I'll pass it to Nicholas.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Happy Thursday, everyone. I want to praise Mitch for being born. Mitch, it's so nice that you exist and you were born. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Okay. And thanks for your awesome work always. Like, so how you're so responsible and accountable and just like such a great DAO steward. Yeah, love you. So I also want to praise Monique for just like coming back with so much power and jumping in all the calls and giving his great opinions and advices and even reaching out to me personally and telling me that you love me. I love you too. Oh my God, it's so nice to be in this team. And okay, the last one I want to give to Almond because it's really exciting that we're launching this ambassador program, and you did such a great job at organizing and preparing everything. And I'm excited to be in support and see what we can do with this first pilot. And I'm gonna pass it to Ashley.
Sorry. Uh, I pressed the wrong button. I want to praise Rochelle and Nico and Mitch for all of their support throughout the sub-DAOification process. And I want to praise Nicola. She's always like, I feel like right by my side with admin bro support, like curating projects. If we need to find projects that are aligned with something or good for something, she's like going through, helping me filter through everything. She's got like a pair of eyes equal to mine when it comes to the quality of our projects. And the last one I want to dish to Kotabe for taking some time and stepping up in community and starting to work on the Aprendamos launch and get some things aligned and really like putting some effort into getting things organized. And I will pass it to Mo.
Thanks. I want to praise Monique for helping with the project detail epic. That's mean a lot. I want to praise Clara and Santi for the project impact sync meeting. And I want to praise Ashley for the new campaign on the homepage. It's really nice. Thanks, Ashley. And I pass it to Jake.
Cool. Yeah, I guess I should jump on the train here. Mitch, happy birthday. I could give you so much praise for everything that you do, but that's good enough. Yaz and the rest of the fundraising team, as I call them, great job this past week. I'm still riding high on optimism, DAO drops, etc. Very cool stuff. And let's give it to also Kai and Mitch for saving Aragon during our, as I call it, inner give week. Very, very clutch to be able to make those votes. And let me pass it on to, Heather, you haven't gone, have you?
I'll take it. Yeah, I also want to praise Mitch for just being wonderful and having a great birthday. Enjoy it, lavish it up, and Kai for helping with the Aragon DAO drama. And I want to praise Nico, Freshell, and Ahmad for our HR OKR call for this quarter and just seeing how the sub-DAOification process will affect HR. And I want to praise Ashley for getting peer feedback for all of her buddies. And I will pass it over to Franco. Did you go?
No, thank you, Heather. Hello, everybody. I would like to praise, first of all, Mitch, happy birthday, and praise you, you're amazing, and you're the best house tour we could ever ask. And then I want to praise Ashley and Nicola for their work on the new campaign for the Earth Day. It's so good. And I want to praise Almond for all the work she put in the ambassador program. It's incredible, the speed and how you did that and pulled that together. I'm amazed by that. And yeah, I'll pass it over to who hasn't gone yet, Rochelle.
Thank you, Franco. I want to praise everyone who submitted their March time reports. And just a little reminder to everyone else who didn't yet submit. And I want to praise Griff for processing and executing the payments with me very timely. And Mitch for managing the Energive token distribution, making a tutorial video, and fixing the Aragon issues we encountered. And praise to Kai for that too. And I'll pass it to Nico.
Thanks, Rochelle. I want to praise you for making sure that we get paid on time. Praise to Griff, Lauren, and Franco for welcoming me in the Giveth house this week. And also, I'd like to praise Heather, Ahmad, and Rochelle for drafting our OKRs. For HR for the next quarter. So let's get it on. I'm passing it to go sleep.
Geez, I wasn't expecting this. I'm just like listening in, but I really appreciate how much uh, you guys practice gratefulness. I have been following it for a bit. Just wanted to get more and see how I can help.
Thanks, Ghostly. Thanks for jumping in and playing the game. I'll pass it for you. Let's throw it to Katabe.
GM,
no.
GM. No, I'm here. First, I want to praise Almond for the amazing work with Ambassador Pro. Also, me a lot with the Aprendamos Refi podcast. Thank you so much, Almond. I also want to praise the fundraising team, guys. Like you've done such an amazing work lately, and I think that the results are starting to coming in. And I want to praise also Mitch for the self-verification process, and I'm going to cheat and do a bonus. And I also want to praise so much Ashley for all the effort also in this self-verification process of the community's working group. I'm gonna pass it to let's see. Mo, have you gone?
Mo did, but Monique hasn't.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's very hard to select three persons, but I try my best. I think Mitch, Lauren, and Mo are the persons that I have to praise because of the super duper things they did during these weeks. And I cannot forget my development teams, and um, so praise to all of them. I dish my praises in channels. It's too hard for me to say the reasons. I pass it to Suleiman.
Yeah, hi. I'm just joining for the first time. I'm with Dwayne and Ghostly. So I just want to praise Rochelle for inviting us here. We met her at Eat Denver, and we're just trying to see if we can help with certain areas. And I will pass it to Dwayne, my co-founder.
Hey y'all, yeah, I also wanted to praise Rochelle. She mentioned the community call, so we thought we would hop on and just kind of see how we could help.
Nice. And then Suga, I think you'll finish it off. Well, because we cut it off at 15 minutes now.
I'm gonna make it quick. I'm in a mood to praise everybody today. Devs, comms, everybody. Love you. My other stuff in writing in the channel.
Thanks, Suga. And thank you all. We kept it to 15 minutes. This is a new protocol that we're doing. So sorry for anyone who didn't get called on. Maybe you feel good about that. But from here on out, we're going to keep praise to 15 minutes, and that'll be fun. Welcome to Community Call 157. You just experienced praise. Praise is beyond just community. It's decentralized updates with the lens of gratitude, but it also turns into give tokens if you write it down in our Discord channel. So make sure to do /praise and say who's doing what. That's awesome. They will receive give tokens for their positive contributions. And of course, as you all heard, it's Mitch's birthday. And you know what that means? That means we all sing to Mitch. And we sing, and it sounds so great. So unmute your mic. Unmute.
Are you ready, Mitch? Are you ready?
Okay, let's go for it. Unmute. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Wow. That
And
was so
Rodri
exciting.
too, right? Rodri, if you're listening, happy birthday to you too.
Yeah, it's Rodri's birthday too. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But He's not here, so he doesn't get to
He
enjoy
took the
that.
day off. Can you believe it? What am I doing here?
Who does that? Who does? You came for the song, right? You came for the song.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to the beach after this. See you guys.
Yeah, there's other things too, though. So make sure to give Rodri a good happy birthday song next time you're in a call with him, so he can't get out of this so easy. Also, there's other things happening. Referrals are live. Please go check it out. You know, if you are recommending people to donate to a project, why wouldn't you use the referral link? I mean, it's one of the coolest features that we've ever developed. Major praise to Ahmad for pushing this out and making it happen, because like, you can't do this with tax deductions, right? Givebacks is tokenized tax deductions, and this is showing the cool things that we can do with our token economy. So it's a huge thing. Go try it out. Go check it out. Let's use it. Let's play with it. Let's brag about it. Don't be shy. And of course, we also have a Twitter Space this week. Next week, it's on LATAM and Web3 with Bankless Brazil. So that'll be super cool. Wednesday at 9 a.m. Costa Rica time. And with that, I think we can just get this party started with our working group section. We'll throw it over to Corey for the comms working group.
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, and from the comm side, of course, got to start with the launch of the Giveth referral program. As we mentioned, it's live, so we've been putting out announcements about this, including this awesome tweet with this really cool infographic that I think is like super awesome to share, and praise to Rodri for working with us on getting this created, because sometimes an image just says it all. And yeah, so comms is going to continue working on outreach to get the word out, see if we can find we're going to be targeting some key influencers and other strategies around making this referral program a major success. So but yeah, anyone can now go in and create a link and start sharing with their network. So if you want to promote Giveth, please start, and you can get rewarded for it. Also, if you want a little bit more information, you can catch the recording of our Give Talk Twitter space that just happened a couple days ago with directly with Brian from Chainvine, and also Ahmad and myself were there. So lots of good info in there. Griff also jumped in at the end and asked some great questions. So go check it out. It's about 40 minutes. So it's an easy one to listen to. So what else? If you missed it, our April 1st rebrand was a major hit. Maybe it's time to change to Taketh.eth. We'll have to see. It seems like the community wants it. Just kidding. Praise to Ahmad again for the original idea, and also major praise to Lauren for this awesome tweet thread, bringing some very much needed humor to the space in these bear market times, I think. So this is probably one of my favorites. And next up, we've got a new campaign live on the homepage featuring a range of environmental projects, raising funds for Earth Day month. If you're not aware, April is Earth Day month, coming up on the 22nd. So yeah, we've updated all the featured projects here that are raising funds for different environmental initiatives. There's some really great ones to scroll through here. And what else? We put out our March edition of Give News. So this edition includes lots of great updates. I'll give you a second to pivot to that. But yeah, it's got everything in here, from new program launches to recap on ETH Denver, some updates on optimism and more. Give this now on Polygon. There's lots of stuff in here, so check it out if you haven't seen this edition yet. We just put it out this week. And what else? We've got a new list of verified projects that we put out as an announcement. So if you're looking for some inspiration for what to give to next, here's a really great outline of some awesome projects posted on Twitter. And then finally, we had a great discussion this week in the comms working group around SEO optimization. So this is something we're going to be working on quite a bit in the following weeks. Thank you again, Ahmad, for leading that session. So in terms of what's coming soon, the next steps is we're going to be we're working on a list of keywords to be implementing across the site to drive more traffic to Giveth. We're also going to be working on some additional homepage updates to publish this week regarding what's up on Giveth. And we're also making progress on some additional landing pages. Since we launched the homepage, we've got the next landing pages to work on to link out to. So stay tuned for more on that end. And that's it from comms this week. I'll pass it on to Ashley and Communitas.
Thanks, Corey. So as usual, we have the weekly community AMA and orientation call on Wednesdays. So if you have questions about how to use the new referral program, or you want to know what you can do with your give donations, anything like that, please come and ask, and we've got resources and answers for your questions. That happens on Wednesdays. And our weekly sync call happens on Tuesdays, which is our community builder call. So if you want to join our working group and become a community builder and start engaging with the community a bit more, you can join us on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Costa Rica time. And this week we don't have a whole lot of new things, but we do have some big news. So we want to welcome all the Giveth ambassadors. We've got a small group of first ambassadors that are going to help us pilot this program, and we've got a kickoff session on Monday, April 10th at 11 a.m. Costa Rica time, and we'll be welcoming all of our new ambassadors. So if you are a contributor, part of the community, and you want to come meet them, come and join us on Monday on April 10th. And the other piece of big news is we have this edition of Meet the Makers. It's our Earth Day edition, and it will be in Spanish. And we could really use some help from the community promoting this. Most of our Meet the Makers events so far have been in English. And so we want to make sure that we have a great turnout for this. So if you have any friends, or maybe you speak Spanish, or you have some communities you know that have Spanish speakers that would love to maybe participate and meet some cool project owners that are making the world a better place and helping the environment, please help us show this to your community and any of your friends that you think might be interested. And so it'll be happening on April 19th at 10 a.m. It'll be in our YouTube, it will be on our Twitter, it will be in our Discord. So Discord is not a hurdle on this event. Please invite anybody you know who might be interested. And as you heard in praise and at the beginning of the call, we are preparing for our sub-DAOification. So if you have any ideas on how community can set some good goals, or what it is we should be measuring as a Giveth community, this would be really helpful information as we go into this process and start defining what it is that our working group is doing and what initiatives we're working on. So those are like the main three things this week. And as usual, we've got our collective brainstorming corner. Please add ideas for community spotlights in this call, Twitter spaces, future Giveth Essential sessions. There's one in the works coming up about crypto questions. So I think it's just like kind of a general one, and maybe hopefully a gravity one soon. So leading on to our gravity group, they will be having their monthly sync call on April 14th. I think that's on a Friday, I believe. And at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in getting involved in Gravity or learning about their new upcoming online course that they're going to be launching soon, any of these things that might be interesting to you, conflict resolution, please join that call. And if you're feeling any kind of tension or conflict that you think we could use as an example to learn from and grow from as a community, there's a form here that you can fill out, and Gravitons will be in touch, and we can figure out how to navigate it together. Always DM Nicola if you have any questions, and there's also a forum post here talking about Gravity and its role within Giveth. And last but not least, upcoming Twitter spaces. We have one about the importance of LATAM and Web3 with Bankless of Brazil, as well as one about the Panvala Stamps program. The next round of distribution will be happening just a few days after that, so you can come and check out which projects got the most support in this round and figure out how you can be a community leader and rally support for your project using the Panvala Stamps program. Find the past episodes on YouTube or even on Spotify. And that's it from Communitas this week. So I'll pass it over to the Platform Circle Development Working Group.
Yeah, I'm back. And let's start the development group updates. Guys, I'm upgrading the release plan, so I have to shortlist this release plan. So we don't have the release plans yet. We have lots of things in order to manage. So I just came to this meeting with the tasks that we've done during this week. So some improvements in the admin bra. We have some improvements in the table of the projects update table. And Chainwine needs lots of improvements. And also the give back calculation has been done during this week. We had lots of bug fixes and maintenance. And these things usually missed it to say in the meetings, but that it takes lots of time during this week. And honest stake harvesting and some projects gives our big praise to Ashley for reporting these bugs. And as you know, PFE dApp integration is ongoing. Lauren briefed us about the Gitcoin password integration. We got the multi-chain address management layer for the silo, so we have to do it this week. And we're gonna allow the admins to change the project's admin. So this is the small feature for the admin bra side. And we started the amendments of the Dune dashboard. So this is all for this week, and I pass it to Lauren.
All right. Yay. Thanks, Monique. Give economy. I am the steward of that stuff. We have a weekly sync on Wednesdays, and the Give Fi is now actually a weekly sync. I forgot to change this. It's every Thursday right after this call. So we can go to the updates. Updates on the Give economy side, we're working on updating or integrating the Gitcoin passport. Basically, this is going to be our first step towards integrating QF. So passport integration looks pretty simple and straightforward. I think we'll be able to be done with it in a couple of weeks, but we won't put it up to live. And meanwhile, we're starting to work on the design for the QF integration. I'm going to be bugging Mo really soon with a nice spec doc, and we're going to figure out what it will look like so we can really move forward on that. Chain, I think Monique already mentioned it, but it's almost ready to go up, but we're kind of blocked by some funding. Also, we're applying for a grant for having Celo Give Power staking. So it's like you'll be able to stake Give on Celo and then use your Give Power combined with your Give Power from Gnosis chain. So looking into what that will require from a development standpoint and then in the world of Give Power, we are adding more rewards for incentives. The vote for that has passed. So we're just going to be going ahead with allocating 13 million Give to keep that going. And we're looking into making the project's resorting happen faster. Like maybe we're okay if it happens every 5 minutes, but that will require a bunch of back-end development. So it's kind of like an ongoing discussion. On the research side of things, I should have put this in the opposite order, but probably most important and relevant to everyone in this call is that we're doing a user survey on GiveFi, trying to get a little bit of feedback from our users about like, what yield would you expect? Basically, GiveFi is you're earning a yield on latent donations on the platform. So project owners can earn a yield. So you could fill out this type form and provide some input into like what you think that should be. It's like, should the yield be 8%? And like, what amount of fees are you okay with? Like, do you want it to be on Polygon or mainnet? Griff is doing it right now, so you can see some of the questions, but we'd really appreciate input both from our team and from people outside. Also stay tuned for polls going up on Twitter, which are just kind of like snippets of this type form. And then Giveth Pro, we didn't talk much more about this on the call, but I thought it was just interesting to leave there. Giveth Pro will be like, what if as a project owner, you could stake Give and then unlock greater potential, like unlock access to our new and improved project single page. So that's all I got on the Give economy side, and I will pass it on to the fundraising working group.
Nice. I will take it on for a yes. Fundraising working group, lots of wins. The biggest win, of course, was the Optimism grant for just like an insane amount of money. So wow, huge win for all the Giveth Galaxy. I believe we got 100 and somewhere around 130,000 Optimism tokens, which is somewhere between $300,000 and $400,000. Wow, huge for Giveth. And also being first on DAO drops, which is really cool. That was super cool. We also we completed our 10K Polygon grant, and Polygon is now on Giveth, as well as Cello is going to be on there soon. And we actually, an update on that is that we still have to do further negotiations on the Cello grant for adding the tokens. So for Monique, just so you know, like, we need to, there's no rush to deploy give staking or anything like that onto Cello, but hopefully soon. The Optimism grant is in the works. That's the one we'll hear about next, before sure, either today or tomorrow or the next week, about if we are going to add Giveth to Optimism. So that's really fun. And also, we're still pushing the public goods router and a few other projects. But I'll leave it at that so we can keep moving. And I'll throw it over to the design working group. I don't see.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Griff. Yeah, I take it. Okay, so Tosin is actually working on the GIF-Fi exploration, exploring all possible features, user journey, and the information architecture. The project detail epic is still, I mean, it's a huge epic, and it's getting bigger every time we touch somewhere. And but we are wrapping up the design for the project detail and the way that people can create a project or edit project, and also the project detail owner view for the project owners. The Gitcoin Passport integration is also another task that Tosin is actually working on. And for this week, that's it. I pass it back to you, Griff. Thanks.
Thanks, Mo. So then let's just jump into the governance working group. So for vacation, we got Yas is out right now, and Frashelle and Claire are taking some well-deserved time this week and next. I guess mostly next. And also we have AI April. AI April, of course, means that you need to take one day off of work. So Ramin, Ahmad, Rodri, and Cherik, hopefully you're all coordinating with your crew so that you can have the time to really turn off the DMs and focus on just building with cool things with AI. And also AI April, this should have been on the announcements, but tomorrow at 1 p.m. Europe time is the first round of projects for AI April. So feel free to come and enjoy it. It's on the Giveth calendar, so you should be able to find the Zoom link there. Otherwise, we'll also be talking in the AI April Telegram group about the call tomorrow. So I believe Zeptimus is going to do it. Ramin says he has 3 projects to show. And there's a few other people that will be presenting. So definitely show up for AI April tomorrow. Also, we have some really cool things going up on the forum. So ETH Barcelona, do we get a booth? It's going to cost us 9K. Should we do it? There's a vote. Let your voices be heard. Also, subDAOification, of course, is always going off. There's a lot of action there. Rewards for Praise Round 2 is up. Great job, Franco and crew. So glad to see Praise starting to get Give tokens. Also, if you are a contributing member of the Giveth DAO, you can request 89 NR Give tokens. So definitely get in the forum, post on the forum that you're requesting the tokens. Gravity, Gravity is still being discussed in the forum. We actually launched the bug bounty vault. So that's super cool. And yeah, premium features for projects also is an interesting topic. And yeah, I think that's it. And we're not really hiring, but if you know of really high quality candidates, we are not going to let a good one go by. So if you do know of someone who you think should be on our team, make sure to reach out to Heather or Ahmad or me and have them and give them this link, giveth.recruitee. And with that, I'll pass it over to the birthday boy.
Yeah.
You want to take it?
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, Dell Working Group. We got our governance calls happening every week, 10 a.m. Eastern. Is it still 10 a.m. Eastern? I don't know. Mexico's time is done goofed, so who knows? But it's at 4 p.m. Central European. Let's check out some updates on the next slide. Yeah, okay. So we got some things going on. Some notables here, as Griff mentioned, the NR Give distribution is ongoing, and the deadline will be May 3rd. So you will have up until May 3rd to get your votes up requesting 89 NR Give tokens. If this is your first time requesting, you'll need to ask somebody who already has tokens to put up a vote on your behalf. In the forum post that Griff mentioned, there is a video tutorial in case you don't know how to do this. Someone always messes it up every round, so I just recorded something nice. So yeah, that's the first thing there to look at in the NR Give. There are many NR Give token requests. There's a few dozen up there right now. In the Give Garden, all good, nothing to vote on there. Multi-sigs, we got a couple things. Pivoting a little bit from boosting projects. Wow, you can't actually use Giveth dApp inside the multi-sig. So it's kind of a weird issue. So to circumvent it, I'm requesting to send 1 million give to the mastergiver.eth address where we can boost projects with Give Power who won the project survey. And so if you're a signer on the Giveth Liquidity multi-sig, you can go ahead. Griff is dowing live, as you can see. This is the only time I can get him on the screen. Hey, Griff, sign this. And there's another thing up there in the multi-sigs. I'm requesting some reimbursement for gas that I paid to launch our PFP collection and do the treasury management that we did back in December. So that's up there. There's a forum post for it as well that was linked in the Discord. And so those are a couple things. If you're a signer on the give.eth main multi-sig, were you going to reject it, Griff? Is that okay? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I just need to convince 6 other people. Okay. Anyway, last updates there. I think on the snapshot, we're all good. We passed the votes for topping up Give Power and also the one for collaborating on building Twitter praise with the TDC. So those all passed and that's done. Top 5 on token log. Wow, what is this movie app to run on Kubernetes? Some whales just shot that up there. Wow, GiveFi is in 2nd place. This is amazing. Quadratic funding just below it. Project discussions and refactoring our updated and project pages. Just underneath there, also worth mentioning is Giveth APIs. This is a highly requested feature from partners building out those APIs. And if you have no idea what Griff is showing on his screen, this is our token weighted backlog of features. So you can vote. Oh, wow. Okay. So Griff just dowing it live. Guess who's a whale? Anyway, if you want to see something built on Giveth, we have this backlog of different features. If you hold Give tokens or gGive tokens on Gnosis chain, you can vote on any of these features using those tokens. And I think that's it for the DAO. And we can move it along to the project spotlight.
Yeah, it's really my pleasure. Thank you, Mitch. That was great. And we have 20 minutes left, so that's super cool. And we're very excited to hear from Tebow Clothing, crew that Frashell met in East Denver and brought out here. So maybe, I don't know who wants to take it, Dwayne or Ghostly or yeah, take it away. Tell us about Tebow.
Hey everyone, it's really cool to be here. First and foremost, I've never actually done something like this, I'll admit. So it's very interesting. Thanks for having me. So basically, and I hope you can hear me well enough. I'm just a little bit loud here, but everyone can hear me okay? Is it okay? Everyone's fine?
Yeah, we hear you pretty well.
All right, good. So basically, in a gist, Tebow, we've been in kind of the clothing business for 5 years now, and we specialize in community-created clothing, actually. And we've been doing BTC for a little while now, and we eventually switched to doing clothing for esports teams. And I don't know if you guys if anyone here follows esports, but we did the clothing line for G2, which I will share the link shortly. But basically, in the last 2 years, we've started going into creating swag for Web3 companies. And, one of the reasons I'm here is actually I want to hear about your thoughts on where you see your swag, let's say in 2023, and kind of like your vision for swag so that we can offer our services, which includes, creating very unique apparel for swag in all tiers, like entry level, mid tier, and even like super high fashion tier, depending on what you guys want to show. And then in addition to that, we can give you guys a much easier time at your events because we can actually store your swag internationally. We have warehouses in the US, Europe, and Asia. And then we can ship out, piece by piece, depending on what events you're at, to make it easier for you logistically. So that's kind of what we do. Ashley, I don't know if you have those links, if you're able to share them with the team here. But yeah, I just wanted to hear from all of you kind of where you see the swag and kind of what your needs are in the area.
Yeah, I posted them in the chat, Griff.
That's cool. Well, I think I can say for our part, we have a custom built swag store that we actually have that allows us to people buy swag directly with tokens. And then I think it ships through Printful. It's pretty convenient because they have a lot of printing centers. So like we can keep our shipping costs relatively low and fast. And Lauren does a lot of the swag design, and I think it's like fairly customizable, but sometimes the quality is hard to find.
Yeah, so I mean that's great that you guys have that set, and that's where kind of our like high end fabrics kind of kick in. For example, we have like made in USA fabrics and cuts as well, like oversized hoodies. It really depends on the kind of mission you guys have. Some companies, for example, they like to hand out high-end swag to investors or VIPs or anyone you might find to be interesting in that area. So that's one option. And in one of the links that you can see there, we have, I'm being totally transparent. You can see our pricing for all the tiers as well as the minimum order quantities. And this is just something for you guys to keep, in the back of your minds if you ever want to take it up a notch in terms of the quality. I don't know if Printful offers bamboo or even stuff like we even have wacky different types of apparel like underwear and robes and long johns and anything kind of quirky that you may want to add. We have those options that perhaps some of the others do not.
But it's just men's?
No, we do all cuts. So if you take a look at one of the links there, you'll see the G2 Essentials link. You'll see that we do both women's and men's apparel, and we also have the ability that we can sit down and literally customize from scratch different designs that you might want. So that includes a different type of hoodie. If you guys wanted to create a different type of hoodie, get really, really creative with it, we can work together to do that.
So, random one for you. We have a project where we're working with some organizations to print, like, imagine like an NFT on a shirt, but each NFT is unique. And so they log in with and want a one-off product sent to them with one design. Is that, do you have a good automated process for sending in like, hey, we want this picture on a shirt or something like that?
Yeah, so something like that is basically print on demand. And that's something that I can look into with our production team if it's a possibility. I'll definitely make a note of it right now and let you all know. But it's definitely a possibility for sure.
And then I guess another one is just like how, you said you have shipping, you have warehouses in Asia, US, and Europe. Is it pretty easy to ship everywhere? Like this is one of the other things. It's kind of like, yeah, it's basically the on-demand thing. Like, is it easier if we have a set design instead of the one-off designs, but have a set design where, hey, we need one shirt and a mug sent over there,
Yeah, I mean, we can set it up. The needs of each company is very different, so we can set it up so that you can ship in bulk if you need to from those warehouses. But also, if you need to send like some individual items to somebody, that's okay as well, as long as everything's on the table in terms of what you need. But yeah, it's very doable.
Yeah, so this is basically our swag shop that we have today, which is part of this General Magic swag shop. And we're very open to having different products through different users. Higher quality shirts would be so nice. We actually had this Giveth Galaxy sweatshirt, and it was nice, but it wasn't. The sizes were wrong, and there were challenges with what we got, but we have this shop, and man, it'd be really interesting to understand what we could do, like for especially one-offs, to basically fulfill the back end of the swag store. I think that's really where our niche will be.
Okay, that's really cool, and I'll definitely chat about that with the production team and see how we can cater to that. But yeah, if you're able to send me like details or more examples, just via email, however you want, that'd be great. Just the more info, the better, and we can see what we can arrange for that for sure.
Sure, I think the best bet is to actually connect with a mod, and I can if I'll add you as a friend right now, and then we'll see if we can get you connected with the mod who really manages the shop.
Yeah, that would be great. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you. Any other questions for Thibaut? No? Okay, cool. Well, then let's give the birthday boy 10 extra minutes of his day, huh? Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Thibaut, for giving us a heads up on this awesome product. I know that getting good swag is something everyone in crypto needs. And thank you all for coming to, 157.
Really, wow.
Uh-oh, Mitch didn't mute.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Griff. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.